Man, do you see any of yourself in RJ Harris?
As in,
Just he seems to be a guy that is maybe comes in a little unheralded, but is turning heads and seems to be making plays like you did last year.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, RJ definitely is, turning heads. He's actually trying to learn every position like I did last year. And, he's growing in the position. He just has to learn the details of it and just, watch and get more reps at it. So I feel like once he does that, he'll be all right.
And this receiving group is obviously doesn't have a lot of years experience, but it seems like all of you guys have kind of embraced a leadership role this year.
Definitely, because, I mean, like you said, we're a young group, and, one of us has to step up, so we all just work with each other, we help each other out, and, we just try to learn off each other at the same time, watch a lot of film, and just make the corrections after each practice.
Drew kept talking about time on task and how much all of you have together. How important is that, not only the time you spend here together, but out away from the facility and in San Diego?
Definitely. I mean, all that time helps, just building rapport with each other and just understanding each other and trusting each other at the same time. All that takes into consideration. So, once you get that as a group, you can actually start to make plays and help each other out and learn from each other.
Willie, you mentioned next week you're going to the Manning camp. Can you how'd you get involved with that?
My father was a counselor there for like 2 years prior before I got invited, and I was there at Ball State. That was my first year as my junior. And then I just kept coming back. They asked me to come back. Buddy Tevens is the director there, and he liked the way I was working with the kids. So, I love working with kids, and that's something I've, wanted to do since, I was younger.
How did they react when they have you as a counselor?
The first couple years they didn't know who I was, and I think this year it'll be a little bit different because we're in the state of Louisiana. We have a lot of Saints fans out there, so I'm really looking forward to it. I love working with the kids, the wide receivers groups, and just talking with Peyton and all the NFL guys that come out there, just interacting with those guys as well.
A couple guys have mentioned that they're starting to feel something special developing with this team. Do you feel that same thing?
I felt that, the first time we stepped back here, just with off-season workouts, just the camaraderie and, everybody working with each other. I feel like it was way different than it was last year. And I feel like guys are stepping into that role this year. I feel like a lot of guys are ready to make the postseason moves this year and start making things shake around here. So, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to working with these group of guys.
You worked so hard to get where you were last season. How harder do you work to make sure that you maintain that level and they don't have like the dreaded sophomore slump?
Yeah, definitely. I put a lot of work into making the corrections that I did off of last year, basically. We watched a lot of film, like I said, and, just working on the details of routes and understanding defenses a little bit better, it allows me to play faster. So if I can learn defenses and be able to think on the run and think like Drew and what he's thinking, that definitely helps me out. So, I won't have one of those sophomore slumps like you said.